Hello everyone, welcome to What is Japan? Today's topic is um, China and climate research. Okay, let me read uh, this is a Nikkei Asia article, and let me read this article. The title: China tops US in climate change research, boosting sway on global policy. I think the number of climate change research, the number of thesis or report um, uh, is exceeded the number of US, I think. And let me read the first paragraph. China surpassed the US in the number of climate research papers produced in 2023 and widened its lead the following year, Nikkei has found, underscoring growing Chinese global influence in a field America is expected to shrink from under President Donald Trump. So, President Trump, the influence of President Trump, I think, the number of the global climate change research is reducing in US, while China increased the number of papers. How about Japan? I'm not sure, but Japan's number of research is also, I think, declining or decreasing, and I think in many years ago, Japan has many research papers about global climate change research, but the number, I think Japan is also really the declining in the areas of scientific research, I think. And okay, now let's go on to the next paragraph. Nikkei analyzed roughly 650,000 papers in the Scopus International Research Literature database from Dutch publisher Elsevier using climate change as keywords. The papers dated from 1992, the year of the United Nations Conference on Environment and Development in Brazil, to 2024. So Nikkei checked the number of the papers using the keywords. And the third paragraph, academic research which delves into climate change mechanisms and tries to predict future temperature and rainfall trends serves as a basis for global efforts to combat global warming. It plays a key role in policy as the UN's Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change evaluates literature in the field for its reports, which are used at UN climate change conferences. In Japan, because of the climate change, the summer is really hot now. Really hot. Yeah, last year, 2025, the summer of Tokyo is really hot, and without air conditioner, people would die, I thought. And I think that's because of the global climate change, global warming. And I heard China mostly ignored. I heard this. I don't know the fact is, or what is the fact, but I heard China, at least until recently, China ignored the global warming effects and concentrate on the economic growth, I think. And but according to this paper, China did, in fact, China did the climate change research. Okay, next paragraph, 1, 2, 3, paragraph 4. In 2023, China ended the roughly 3 decades American lead in climate research output. Around 40,000 papers came from Chinese institutions that year, compared with 13,000 from their American counterparts. So, China, 14,000 papers, America, 13,000 papers. So, China exceeded. And the next paragraph. The gap widened in 2024 as China produced around 17,000 of the 77,000 climate-related papers published that year, against the US figure of just over 14,000. I don't know what number does Japan has. Maybe much lower, I think. Much lower than China and the US. The final paragraph. There has also been a marked rise in the number of times that Chinese climate papers are cited other literature, marker of quality. Looking at the top 1,000 most cited papers each year between 2004 and 2024, China surpassed the US in 2022 to take the lead. China has the top research country, I think, according to this one. And I think Japan has one of the top research countries at least 10, 20 years ago, until 10 or 20 years ago, but now it's not, unfortunately. And so I don't know why this is happening. Maybe because of the education, or maybe because of the number of people living in Japan. Maybe because of the lifestyle of Japanese people changes. I'm not sure, but Japan was the part of the top countries in many areas. Japan used to be part of the top countries in many areas, but nowadays I don't think so. So what Japan should do, I'm not sure, but I don't know actually. Okay. Now, that's it for today's What is Japan? I hope you enjoyed this topic, and see you later. Goodbye.